Food safety problems have almost always plagued the public in mainland China. For many Chinese, almost all daily foods are problematic. Seafood is a favorite food for many people, but there are secrets behind them. A large number of fish containing copper sulfate have entered the market. The fish farmers themselves are afraid to eat these fish. The reason is that in order to get a good price, they add a large amount of copper sulfate to the fish ponds, which is very harmful to the human body. Zhang Yi, a professor of chemical engineering at Central South University, said that copper ions can cause Alzheimer's disease. Under normal circumstances, fish need to be injected with medicine, otherwise they can't be sold and no one will want them. What kind of medicine are you talking about? Copper sulfate. Some netizens lamented. The price of liking to eat freshwater fish is getting Alzheimer's disease. The production's producing or expiring date is one of the safeguards of food safety. However, changing the production date is nothing new in China. On November 2, 2024, a man bought a chicken leg in a supermarket and noticed that the production date was June 1, 2024. He used a UV flashlight to check and discovered that there was another date on it, January 16, 2024. In response, netizens said, "My parents used to work in a food factory. The food there is put into the freezer as soon as it comes off the production line. It's stamped with the date of shipment. Anything the supermarket can't sell goes back into the freezer with the date erased." This is not uncommon. The date code can be erased with alcohol. Big brands also do this, which is disgusting. I know a lot of brands that do this. Apparently, Chinese people have gotten so used to it that they no longer find it strange. In July 2024, the Chinese media revealed this incident. Tanker trucks of Chinese state-owned enterprises such as Sino Grain, which transport kerosene and industrial oils, load soybean oil directly into large food factories without cleaning the oil tanks. And this phenomena is very common in China. When the news broke, it shocked Chinese society. Many people look for ways to buy equipment to make their own peanut oil. Others tried to find safe peanut oil, but scammers are everywhere. Look, someone is selling freshly made peanut oil. My friends, I got ripped off today. You should never buy that freshly squeezed peanut oil on the street. When I went to the market to buy food today, I saw freshly squeezed peanut oil, and I thought it was real. Then I asked how much it was for 500 grams, and they said $1.52. Because sometimes I fry something and I use peanut oil, so I bought 2.5 kilograms, which was $7.60. After I got home, I heated the pan and prepared to cook something to eat. As a result, I smelled a very strong odor. This oil, I don't know what it smells like, but when I smelled it, it stank to high heaven. The woman said she didn't know what was in the oil. She searched online and found it was mixed with essence. The woman exclaimed, "My goodness, can I eat this?" She flushed the bucket of oil down the toilet and said that for the sake of her health, she would rather not buy freshly squeezed peanut oil on the street. In response, a netizen said, "The price of peanuts is about $1 for 500 grams. 500 grams of peanut oil would cost about $2.80. The peanut oil you bought only cost $1.52 per caddy, which is problematic." A netizen who uses a small machine to press oil at home said, "The peanut oil pressed at home has a strong peanut smell. You can hardly smell it when you buy it from the supermarket. You can smell the peanut oil from afar only when you press it yourself." Someone wrote, "Peanut oil is not pressed like that. It's physically pressed. You have to break them first, add water and heat them, and then press to get the oil. What they do on the street seems to be juicing." On November 9, 2024, a well-known Chinese blogger posted a video saying he bought 10 of the best-selling peanut oils from the shopping platform Pinduoduo. After sending them for testing, they were all found to be adulterated. Some consumers have reported that the pure peanut oil sold on Pinduoduo is very cheap, so let's take a look. We randomly bought 10 kinds of peanut oil on Pinduoduo, including the top sellers. The results of the tests show that they were all adulterated with other convenient oils. The pure peanut oil in these 3 types of peanut oil is about 50%, but they were all advertised as pure peanut oil. Next, let's look at the test report. This is peanut oil produced by a manufacturer in Shandong province. Our tests show that it's 50% peanut oil, 35% soybean oil, 12% corn oil, and 3% palm oil. An official flagship store selling this peanut oil we tested was found to contain 51% peanut oil, 32% soybean oil, 15% corn oil, and 2% palm oil. Luyuan Huan peanut oil we tested contains 50% peanut oil, 35% soybean oil, 12% corn oil, and 3% palm oil. Wang Hai said that mixing edible oils can have a negative effect on the body. For example, palm oil has a higher saturated fat content than other vegetable oils. Excess saturated fat has a negative effect on cardiovascular health. A Chinese netizen wrote helplessly, "Mixing other vegetable oils is already good, but I'm afraid of mixing mineral oil." The same applies to other foods such as a popular fruit juice. On August 26, 2024, Mr. Wang from Shanxi province posted a video showing a row of large trucks loaded with apples parked at the entrance of the juice factory. He noted that the apples on the trucks were rotten and smelled bad. "These are all rotten apples because I pass by here every day on my way to and from work, and the smell is unbearable every day. The apples are so rotten that they are dripping liquid. This truck is loaded with nothing but rotten apples. I took 2 out and they were both rotten." On August 27th, Mr. Wang told the Chinese media that he passes by here every day on his way to and from work, and he can smell the sour stench of these rotten apples from a distance of 100 or 200 meters. Wang said that he had seen more than one truck loaded with rotten apples drive into a local fruit and vegetable juice factory, and he suspects that the rotten apples are used to produce juice and sold by this factory. The staff of the juice company said that it's impossible to prevent rotten apples from entering the factory, but there is a process for sorting the apples. Later, the local market regulator claimed that the results of the investigation are not yet available, and the local government has required this factory to stop selling the products. In response, netizens wrote, "All the bad fruit in our area is sold to the juice factory. Here, we get a truckload of rotten apples every 2 days. Where do you think they go?" A suspected insider said, "The farmers in the village often say, 'No one can drink pure fruit juice. The rich people in town drink rotten fruit juice.'" The recently revealed food problems in China are becoming more and more frightening. On July 14th, 2024, Mr. Wu from Hangzhou City, Zhejiang Province posted a video revealing that he found a rat's head in a well-known brand of instant noodles. He said, "This is a rat's head. Yes, I even bit into it." Wu also posted a picture, and when you zoom in, it shows a gruesome scene. Because I was eating while scrolling Douyin, I didn't pay much attention to what I was eating. After eating the noodles, I wanted to eat the pickled vegetables. When I picked them up and put them in my mouth, they tasted fishy. You know what I mean? I spit it out and found hair and then teeth. It was a rat's head. Netizens speculated that the rat's head had been cut into pieces by a machine during the production of instant noodle ingredients. In August 2024, a citizen in Jiangsu province, also surnamed Wu, posted a message saying that he had eaten noodles at an exquisite restaurant in Suzhou City, Jiangsu province. The noodles were very expensive, $23 per serving. He ate a huge lump of something strange that stank incredibly. He described it. "When I bit into it, there was a kind of crack and a thick black juice came out. The black juice gave off an extremely rotten, putrid smell, and I vomited right away." Wu said he vomited 4 times. He posted pictures online. Some netizens in the comment section identified it as a suspected rotten rat. There have been many food scandals in China. These include soy sauce made with human hair, industrial salt that is actually highly toxic with heavy metals, and bubble tea made with drugs that can cause nerve poisoning. It's simply impossible for the Chinese people to protect themselves. Convenience food is a type of food that the Chinese are afraid of. On October 10th, 2024, it shows a tourist attraction in Weihai City, Shandong Province, where a beef noodle restaurant sells pre-prepared beef noodles. My kids usually prefer the beef noodles from this restaurant. When we went to the scenic area, we saw a chain of the same brand. We saw their back kitchen, which only had scissors and hot water to cook noodles, and we were quite shocked. I always thought that this brand of noodles should be the safest. Why are people afraid of prepared foods? Because there is no time limit on the storage of instant meals in China. After being treated with various chemical products, they can be sold to customers for more than 50 years. Therefore, one netizen wrote in a comment, "Anyone willing to open a shop only needs a business license, a microwave oven, a kettle, and a pair of scissors." Some food manufacturers also sell their products at retail, and some people think that food straight from the factory should not have problems like expiration dates. Watch this recently filmed video to change your mind. Look, there's probably big flies in the buns. Student cafeterias in China are the worst places for bad food. This is what parents found in a primary school cafeteria in October 2024. You won't even let children off the hook? Do you have any conscience at all? Here, watch the video first. School cafeteria, look at the tofu. This is what happened in the school cafeteria. Look, is this normal tofu? Look at the inside. How much high technology is there? Are you even human? The person in charge of the cafeteria, would you eat this yourself? Would you let your kids eat it? These people who make fake food have no conscience. They'll do anything for money. The same goes for university cafeterias. On October 22, 2024, the food safety officer of Guangzhou University's dining hall posted a video online revealing that the dining hall had purchased a large amount of ingredients without quality assurance and stored a large amount of expired noodles and moldy potatoes. Meat products are not quarantined. She was fired after reporting the problems to her superiors. In response, Guangzhou University said, "The canteen is contracted and has been asked to fix these problems by a deadline." The moldy tofu skin and egg liquid are already foaming. There is no inspection report for the meat, and expired food is also served to college students. The school asked the catering company to fire me. The video shows that the food is already moldy and smelly and is still in the refrigerator. The food problem is getting even scarier. On November 8, 2024, a netizen said that when he washed the pork, he found a piece of skin with eyelids and eyelashes. The netizen asked, "Is this the pig's eyelash?" You can judge what this is by yourself. Recently, the Chinese internet was abuzz with reports of mooncakes containing human teeth, sausages containing objects resembling human eyes, and pork containing titanium pins used in human surgery. So it's very possible that the eyelashes were not from a pig's eye. That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.